Creepiest Cursed Objects. But first, thanks Aiden for leaving us this suggestion. We hope you guys enjoy some of these creepy urban legends about cursed objects. Number 11. The Anguish Man Painting. Many people enjoy hanging up artwork on the wall and believe it makes their home look better. However, you probably wouldn't want to hang this one up on your wall. You'd most likely want to run away from it as fast as possible. As a young child, a man by the name of Sean Robinson came across this painting from his grandmother. He found himself rather intrigued by it and would catch himself staring at it for hours without really knowing why. Once he had a family of his own, he decided he would hang it up on the wall despite the protest of his wife. Not long after, he apparently would witness paranormal activity like his doors closing rapidly in the middle of the night. His family would wake up screaming from nightmares of this painting. They investigated the painting's history and found out that the painter mixed his own blood in the paint before taking his own life. It was supposed to represent the torment of his soul. Number 10. Maori Warrior Mask. This just looks like an object you don't want to mess with. The natives of New Zealand, known as the Maori, would construct these objects before heading into war. They believed that if they died in battle, that their soul would be trapped inside these objects. If the warrior did in fact lose his life, then the object would be used to terrorize people, especially pregnant women. The keeper of the mask would be able to give bad luck to them and their children for the rest of their lives. British museums have even warned people not to get too close to these or they might become cursed. Number 9. The Hawaiian Lava Rocks. When visiting Hawaii, you might be tempted to bring home a rock from one of their many famous volcanoes. However, you might want to approach with caution because these lava rocks could be cursed. According to Hawaiian mythology, the goddess named Pele lives on a volcano on the Big Island, and she's known to be quite vengeful. Some think a tour guide made up this urban legend, but regretful tourists have mailed lava rocks that they stole back to the national parks where they came from. They claim that their lives have been ruined ever since they made the decision to take the rocks home. Number 8. Annabelle, the Cursed Doll. Could anything possibly seem more horrifying? Annabelle the doll was found at an antique shop and dates back to the 1970s. As soon as the little girl Donna brought it home, she began to notice things weren't quite right. The doll would unexpectedly move to different locations when Donna wasn't paying attention. She brushed it off as forgetfulness, but then later on, it only escalated. The doll would mysteriously have drops of blood on its skirt and seemingly would walk around. After doing an investigation, they found out that the girl who had previously owned it unexpectedly lost her life. After taking it to a psychic investigator, they claimed that the doll was possessed by a demon that was after Donna's soul. The doll now sits at a museum in a case that warns people not to open it. Number 7. Curse of the Iceman. Disrupting the burial place of a 5,300-year-old frozen man from the Stone Age seems like a surefire way to bring on a curse to yourself. This prehistoric man, also known as Otzi, was found in the Alps between the border of Switzerland and Austria, and so many strange things happened afterwards that it's difficult to believe that there wasn't some kind of curse on those who made the discovery. 7 men died within 1 year of the discovery, and it was often violent. One of the men died from a car crash on his way to give a speech about the Iceman. Another was hiking the same trail he did when he came across the discovery and fell off a cliff. Once again, someone died during a freak avalanche covering him in ice, kind of like the way the Iceman was discovered. Later, evidence concluded that Otzi suffered from a blow to the head and was struck with an arrow before he met his icy tomb. Number 6. Crying Boy Painting. This image of a crying young boy was a painting by an Italian artist, Giovanni Bragolin, that was mass-produced in England during the 1950s. Many families hung them up on their wall without thinking twice. Firefighters in Essex County, outside of London, reported that they always found houses that caught on fire, with this painting on the wall completely undamaged each time. The houses were in complete ruins, but the crying boy was always just fine. The Sun newspaper even printed an article saying that the crying boy curse strikes again, and you can see this family's house that burnt down, holding on to the possible cause. Number 5. The Hope Diamond. Who wouldn't want to own the world's most famous diamond, worth an estimated $250 million? Possibly those who don't want their lives to be completely ruined. This magnificent 45-carat gemstone was worn by Marie Antoinette, the Queen of France, before she was executed by guillotine in 1789. It's stated that another person who came into contact with it was eaten by dogs. When it was sold in 1910 by Pierre Cartier, there was an agreement to give a refund if some horrible disaster were to come within 6 months of the sale. It seems almost like the curse of winning the lottery. While many of us want the money and fame that comes with it, there's always some kind of dark setback. Number 4. The Curse of the Blarney Stone. Kissing the Blarney Stone, which has probably seen more action than you will in your lifetime, is said to bring the gift of gab and good luck to those who do. But those out there who decide to take a little piece home with them will experience the ultimate opposite effect. An American named Linda said she's living proof of the curse. Within 3 weeks, she unexpectedly lost her job and suffered from severe depression. She took the piece of the rock and mailed it back to Ireland immediately. Number 3. Tombs of the Pharaohs. Tomb robbers were a big problem in ancient Egypt, and to prevent theft, they'd often write in hieroglyphics a curse of some kind near the sarcophagus. One curse that was quoted by Zahi Hawass stated, "Cursed be those who disturb the rest of the pharaoh. They that shall break the seal of the tomb shall meet death by disease that no doctor can diagnose." Few people took the curse seriously until a few members of those associated with the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb fell deathly ill. This included Lord Carnarvon, who met his demise from an infected mosquito bite. This tomb was recently discovered, and we can only hope they won't fall victim to the curse. The stones weigh roughly 100 tons each and are made of granite. Some believe that this sarcophagus is so big that the rocks were actually built for the tomb of an actual god named Ptah. Number 2. The Terracotta Army. Egyptian tombs are not the only ones that are cursed. Many claim that a mysterious curse has swept through those who uncovered the astonishing Terracotta Army. While this has been an amazing discovery for China and for scholars, the people in the farming community of Yang suffered from a curse like no other. Chinese government claimed the land and destroyed all the homes nearby to make room for exhibitions, museums, and so on. The ones who came across it didn't receive a dime. Many of them lost their jobs and fell severely ill. Without the money to pay for their medicine, some lost their lives, while others spent their lives working in gift shops. Number 1. The Hands Resistem painting. Possibly one of the creepiest looking paintings of all time, without even knowing it's haunted, was titled The Hands Resistem by painter Bill Stoneham. Not only does it show a creepy looking doll on the left, there are also hands reaching after the young boy behind the door. The painting was purchased by an actor named John Marley, and then it was found by an elderly couple that found it near a dumpster by a brewery. The old woman made some crazy claims of it possessing paranormal activity. She even claims to have evidence by 2 photos of it getting into fights and changing colors. On a detailed eBay post, she tried to get rid of the painting. She claimed that these photos of the haunting are proof, although it's hard to tell for sure. One night, she claims she put out a motion-activated camera and found that this doll had pulled out a gun on the boy, which then made him actually walk out of the painting, like you see here.